Namaskar, this is Nirja, and you are listening to Travel World Online. News highlights of the day. Go First fallout brings fourth challenges associated with aircraft leasing in India. Mastercard and Getout System collaborate to enhance management of business travel for Indian enterprises. The Bharat Gaurav Train records overwhelming response from travelers. India's tourism industry on track to touch $1 trillion by 2047, report. Reliving history with Walkie Delhi. Embraer displays the E195-E2 at LIMA, Malaysia 2023. Now, news in details. Indian low-cost carrier, LCC, Go First recently filed for bankruptcy due to a severe cash crunch and blamed US aerospace manufacturer Pratt & Whitney for faulty engines that led to the grounding of over half its fleet. Its bankruptcy filings show it has liabilities amounting to over 11,000 crore rupees. Meanwhile, the NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, on Wednesday, 10th May, admitted Go First's plea for voluntary insolvency and for initiation of SIRP, Corporate Insolvency Resolution Process, proceedings. Nilaya Verma, co-founder and CEO, Public Policy Realization, Primus Partners said, the NCLT's decision to admit the voluntary insolvency petition filed by Go First has raised concerns among lessors and creditors about risks associated with aircraft leasing in India. The perception of India as a high-risk jurisdiction could translate into higher risk premiums to other local airlines. This means higher lease rentals for domestic carriers and an increase in the cost of doing business, implying higher costs being passed on to passengers in the form of high ticket prices, thereby making it more difficult for Indian airlines to compete with their international counterparts. The ongoing developments will make it more difficult for the Government of India to develop GIFT IFSC into a leasing hub. Indian carriers are believed to be having around 700 planes, and some of them, including Air India, are expanding their fleet. Most of the commercial aircraft in the country are operated through the sale and leaseback model, and there are concerns that developments related to Go First could push leasing costs higher. Mastercard recently announced its collaboration with travel and spend management firm Getout System to launch its proprietary spends ecosystem, the first SaaS-based platform with an integrated marketplace to service all stakeholders in the business travel space. By addressing challenges of cost, compliance, transparency, data control, and regulatory constraints, the platform will enable enterprises of all sizes to maximize the value of their spending and improve their financial health and workflows. The spends ecosystem will allow enterprises to make payments that are automatically reconciled with a variety of controls aimed at ensuring risk-free and frictionless transactions. It will act as a one-stop shop for travel bookings, payments, and compliances, with inbuilt digital workflows, budgetary and policy adherences, and simplified accounting and expense management. Traditionally, business travel solutions have been disparate, time-consuming, and costly, with issues around policy compliance and transparency. However, the spends ecosystem, with end-to-end automation of business travel, will automate travel supplier and service provider payments, thereby increasing cash flow and reducing fraud risk for enterprises. The collaboration between Getout System and Mastercard will facilitate seamless physical and virtual credit card generation for online and offline payments according to customers' business needs. The platform will assist its users with spend and budget management, providing them more flexibility and control in terms of accounting. Further, its integration with an online travel marketplace will ensure a hassle-free experience for enterprises, said Sanjeev Malhotra, founder, director, and CEO, Getout System. Mastercard's collaboration with Getout System reiterates its larger commitment to promoting innovation and strengthening the Indian startup ecosystem. With a unique marketplace model and exciting offers for all stakeholders, such as banks, intermediaries, travel service providers, and cardholders, the spends platform will act as a complete travel solution for Indian businesses of all sizes. It will also strengthen Mastercard's position in the business travel space, said Mukul Sukhani, Senior Vice President, Business Development, Mastercard. The Bharat Gaurav Train, operated by South Central Railways, is experiencing very strong demand from rail users, with all the seats booked. The train, which began as a tourist circuit train, is offering a unique opportunity to rail passengers from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh to visit ancient and historical places in the eastern and northern parts of the country. The train's fourth trip began on Saturday from Secunderabad railway station after completing 3 successful trips. The Bharat Gaurav tourist train offers boarding and deboarding facilities at 8 places across the 2 states, including Kajipet, Khammam, Vijayawada, Eluru, Rajahmundry, and Samalkot. Over a period of 8 nights and 9 days, passengers are taken to important destinations such as Puri, Konark, Gaya, Varanasi, Ayodhya, and Prayagraj. India's tourism industry is on track to reach $1 trillion by 2047, with data-led tourism set to be a key driver of growth, according to a report by digital payments player Visa Inc. and professional services firm EY titled Charting the Course for India Tourism Megatrends Unpacked. The report takes a long-term view of India's tourism industry, beyond the pandemic's impact, and identifies megatrends expected to shape the sector over the next decade. It highlighted that international tourists in India spend 26 times more than domestic, hence attracting global visitors is key. Commenting on the report, Sandeep Ghosh, Group Country Manager for India and South Asia, Visa said, the projected growth of India's tourism industry to reach $1 trillion by 2047 is an exciting opportunity for the country. By aggregating and utilizing data from various stakeholders, such as payment service providers and private tour operators, we can help create a more resilient and sustainable tourism ecosystem for India. He observed that the report's findings demonstrate that the key to building a robust future for India's tourism industry is through data-driven insights. Pragyal Singh, partner, Business Consulting, EY India, said, the travel and tourism industry is a major contributor to economic development and job creation in the world, and tourism in India is also poised to grow rapidly across various segments. The report identifies sustainability, enabling technologies, and evolving tourist preferences as the main disruptive forces driving tourism. Sustainable tourism experiences and offerings are in high demand worldwide, and this trend is likely to continue in the future. At present, the global sustainable tourism market is valued at $180 billion. In India, this is valued between $26 million to $2.5 billion and is expected to grow at 15% CAGR. Travel World Online recently entered into a collaboration with Walkie Delhi, an innovative curation of tours that help discover places of historical interest in a different light. Going ahead with this collaboration, a tour of Old Delhi was organized on Sunday under the aegis of Walkie Delhi. The group of enthusiasts who participated in this immersive tour included writers, historians, and actors among others. This collaboration helped to connect the history of Red Fort with literature. The participants were educated about the rich legacy of the historical monument in a storytelling manner dotted with poetic references from Mirza Ghalib, Zouk and the last Mughal king Bahadur Shah Zafar. The events related to the mutiny of 1857 were discussed during the course of the tour. The hosts, who had a deep understanding of history, shared many anecdotes that provided insight into the lives of royalty as well as commoners in the Mughal era. Embraer E195E, to the world's most efficient and quietest single-aisle aircraft, will be on display at the 16th edition of Langkawi International Maritime and Aerospace Exhibition, LIMA, starting 23 May 2023. The E195E2 is the newest and most environmentally friendly aircraft in its class and is operated by airlines such as KLM, Azul, Brazil, and most recently, Porter Airlines of Canada. With a capacity of up to 146 passengers, the E195-E2, which entered into service as recently as 2019, is part of the advanced E2 family that is shaping the regional market with its sustainable technologies, superior cabin comfort, excellent economics, and optimal range. The aircraft has a range of 2,600 nanometers, the equivalent of about 7 hours of flight. We're proud to display the E195-E2 at LIMA 2023, the latest commercial aircraft in the industry to enter into service and the largest member of our E-Jet family, said Raul Villaron, Vice President, Asia Pacific for Embraer Commercial Aviation. The modern cabin interior with Embraer's signature 2x2 seating is popular with passengers wishing to avoid the dreaded middle seat. The economics and performance of the aircraft offer airlines a compelling solution to grow their regional networks and establish new routes while lowering fuel and noise emissions. In early July 2022, Embraer and Pratt & Whitney successfully tested a E195-E2 aircraft on 100% sustainable aviation fuel, SAF. With 100% SAF, the 25% reduction in emissions achieved by the E2 over the first-generation E-Jets can be increased up to an impressive 85%. The E195-E2 also demonstrated its steep approach capability by landing and taking off at London's iconic City Airport, LCY, just after the Farnborough Air Show last year. That's all in Bulletin. For the latest updates, keep listening to Travel World Online Radio with you always. Kabhi bhi, kahi bhi.